Hello, children. Today I am going to conclude the chapter with the last concept that is about the nature of roots of a quadratic equation. Nature of the roots of a quadratic equation. Okay, so already in the last chapter, I told about the quadratic formula. Okay, for ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Okay, for this directly we can find out the roots of the quadratic equation by using quadratic formula, that is minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Okay, so this is the quadratic formula. But here you see, before proceeding for the solution or to get the roots of the quadratic equation, there are some conditions. Okay, already one condition you know, that a not equal to 0. A should not be equal to 0, otherwise x cannot be found. That is one condition. Now you go through this. Here you see square root of b square minus 4ac. Square root of b square minus 4ac. You know square root of r, square root of any rational number. It's a square root, it's a rational number only. Sorry, real number. Okay, square root of any real number, whether it is rational or irrational. Okay, so square root of a real number is real number, but this is means this is not true always. This is not true always. Okay, always you cannot get the square root of a rational number as a real number as a real number. Right? For example, you will get 2 upon 3, square root of 2 upon 3. Yes, it's a real number. Or square root of 3. Yes, it is a real number. If okay, this is real, its square root also real. Square root of 4, you are writing plus or minus 2, which is a real number. But if you will get square root of minus 2, this is not a real number. Okay, it's not a real number, because if we are taking x is equal to square root of minus 2, then x square is equal to minus 2, and square of any real number cannot be negative. So that means there is a chance that b square, there is a chance that b square minus 4ac may be negative or positive or 0. Okay, so different chances are there. If it is negative, then as for this, it will not have any solution. It will not have any real roots. Okay, you cannot say that if this is negative, you cannot say that it has no roots. Okay, the quadratic equation, any quadratic equation has two roots. Okay, any equation, any quadratic equation has two roots. This is right. Okay, any quadratic equation you will get two. But any quadratic equation has two real roots. Two real roots. This is wrong. Okay. So all the quadratic equation cannot have always real roots. Okay. But it has roots. So other than real roots, we will read about that in class 11, about the complex number. Okay. And about the imaginary number. Okay. That is different from your real number. That is another number system. Besides real number, another type of numbers are there which are called as complex numbers. So you will get the roots in complex form, not in real form. Okay. So basing on this, we'll discuss about the nature of the roots. Okay. Nature of the root. Okay. Mhm. So this now b square minus 4ac, b square minus 4ac. Okay. So what type of roots you will get for this equation? It depends upon what? B square minus 4ac, because already you know b is a real number and 2a is a real number. Okay. So the deciding factor is b square minus 4ac. Either it is 0 or positive or negative. Okay. So b square minus 4ac, since it is a deciding factor, it discriminates the nature of the roots. So b square minus 4ac, it is called as d. Discriminant or d. Okay. B square minus 4ac is called as the discriminant. Okay. D. Because it discriminates the roots. Discriminates the roots means you are getting two roots. So what is the nature of those two roots? That is discriminated by this factor. Hence, this b square minus 4ac is called as the discriminant. So you are getting d, okay, is equal to b square minus 4ac. That means you can write that x is equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b by 2a. Okay, this is the formula you have to use, because before going for the solution, your first and foremost duty is to find out b square minus c minus 4ac. So first you find out d. Okay, then put directly the value of d here. Now, what are the nature of the roots? Nature of the root. If first one, if d is greater than 0, d is greater than 0, you will get two real and distinct roots. Okay, real and distinct. Distinct means unequal roots. Okay, two unequal roots or two unique roots. Real and distinct roots. Okay, why? If d greater than 0, if d greater than 0, then x is equal to minus b. Okay, by 2a plus or minus square root of b by 2a. This one, no. So minus b by 2a for both, means one is this one and another one is minus b by 2a minus. Okay, so here these two are two distinct roots. So unequal roots. This is plus and this is minus. Okay. Then if b is equal to 0, then what you will get? Now, two real and equal roots. Okay. Two real and equal roots. How? If d is equal to 0, then x is equal to minus b by 2a plus or minus square root of d. If d is equal to 0, square root of d is 0, then total this is 0. Okay, so you will get minus b by 2a plus 0 minus b by 2a minus 0. That means what are you getting? Now minus b by 2a minus b by 2a equal. Okay, then if d is less than 0, d is less than 0 means negative. Okay, then you can say that it has, okay, no real roots. Keep it in mind. You cannot write it has no roots. It has no real roots if d is less than 0 or d square minus 4 is negative. This is the see. So this is given in your NCERT book. But besides that, other two informations also I am giving. That is, you can say if d uh, roots exist, roots exist if d is greater than or equal to 0. Okay, and if real roots exist, real roots exist if d greater than or equal to 0, and if d is less than 0, then the roots do not exist. Now you can say whether the roots are rational or irrational. That also you can define. Okay, huh? Rational. When it is said that rational and irrational. Rational if d is a perfect square, then that also you can get that if d is a perfect square, okay, greater than 0, it must be greater than 0, okay, and a perfect square. Okay, so d only will take for d greater than 0 again. Okay, for d greater than 0, again you can say what type of uh, roots you will get. D is a perfect square, then it is rational. Then two roots will be rational. And if d is not a perfect square, then you will get irrational roots. Okay, rational roots, and irrational roots. That also you can say. Okay, if d greater than 0, easily you can say that it has two real and distinct roots. But again, I am telling If it is real, then whether it is rational or irrational, that also you can decide, okay, by going through D. Okay, this is not given in your book. This is just the information you must know. Okay, let us take an example. Okay, how you will get rational roots. X square, 5x square. Okay, 5x square minus 6x. Okay, 5x square minus 6x plus 1 is equal to 0. Okay, so let us find out x here. Sorry, D. D is equal to b square minus 4ac. So b square minus 4ac, b is minus 6 whole square minus 4 into a is 5 and this is 1. So 36 minus 20 is equal to 16. Okay, d is equal to 16, which is 4 square. It is a perfect square. Hence, if you will solve it, you will get rational numbers definitely. Because if all b, 2a, all are rational numbers. So if d is perfect square, then square root of d is also rational. Hence, the whole root is rational. That is the thing. If root d is irrational, then the whole number will be irrational. Okay. For example, same thing we will take as 5x square. Okay. Minus 2x square minus x plus 1 is equal to 0. Here let us find out 3x square minus x plus 1. Here d is equal to, okay, b square minus 4ac. B square minus 1 whole square minus 4ac will get this one, 4. 3x square minus 4x plus 1. So d is equal to b square minus 4ac. So minus 4 whole square minus 4 into 3 into 1. This is 16 minus 12. 16 minus 12, 4. So it's a perfect square. Perfect square. Hence rational only will get. We'll little bit change it. So we'll do it minus 1. Okay, minus 1. Okay, so here this is not a perfect square. Okay, so in this case it is not a perfect square. This is your 2 square root. Okay, which is not a perfect square. If you will find root d. Okay, here root d is equal to 2 plus or minus 2, and here root d is equal to plus or minus 2 root 7. Understood? So if 2 root 7 this is irrational, then the whole root will be irrational. Understood? So there are three conditions, main three conditions. If d greater than 0, to real and distinct roots. Okay, d is equal to 0, real and equal roots. If d less than 0, then it has no real root. Again, if d is greater than 0, d is greater than 0 and it is a perfect square, then it has rational roots. If d is greater than 0 but it is not a perfect square, then you will get that two roots are irrational. Okay, so this is all about your rational nature of the roots of a quadratic equation. Okay, one thing, just while watching the video, what you are doing now, this is natural, the nature of the roots. Okay, so Sari is telling about three conditions. That three conditions is given in NCERT book. So let us over. You are skipping the video. Not like that. Word by word till the end you go through the video completely. Okay. Don't have overconfidence upon yourself. Okay. Something I might be telling which you don't know, which you have not uh, go went through at all. Okay, like that. Watch it thoroughly. Okay, thank you. So with this, chapter 4 uh, is completed, and next week you will be studying another new chapter. Okay, whether it is from geometry or algebra, we'll decide that one. Thank you.